Good day to everyone. My name is General Jim Jones, United States Marine Corps retired, and I'm honored to be with you today to share this very important event, which will commemorate a moment in our histories where we have all been working diligently for a number of years to secure true freedom for the people of Iran. And I will address my remarks primarily to them, but also to our very distinguished audience here in Washington. My last 2 years in government service were to work for President Obama as his national security advisor for almost 2 years. In 2010, I left the White House and for the first time started working in the private sector. But shortly after I left the government service, I met representatives of the MEK and participated in panel discussions regarding American policy in Iran and in the Middle East, but most specifically about Iran. And the big fear, of course, was the Iranian effort to develop nuclear weapons. We already knew that Iran was an exporter of terrorism and caused mischief all over the world since the Ayatollah Khomeini took over. The attack on the Marine barracks in 1983 in Beirut, Lebanon, was one such attack. Khobar towers, and ultimately causing mischief in the Middle East and everywhere else that they could. The situation in Iraq, though, involving the MEK was something that I came to understand quite late in life. It is now a fact, and people know that the Iranian regime fears the NCRI above all other organizations in terms of threat to the regime, and they should, because the NCRI is a combination of many different factions of brave Iranian expatriates who live for the day where freedom and justice will be restored for all people of Iran. Ambassador Lincoln Bloomfield has written several documents that speak to the truth of what is and what isn't with regard to the MEK and the evolution of the NCRI. There are too many people in our country that still listen to false narratives about the MEK, but fortunately a large group of very distinguished Americans have formed an unbreakable bond with Madame Rajavi and the people of the NCRI to continue the pressure that will hopefully lead to the day when the regime no longer exists and leaves one way or the other. And I do believe that day is coming. I do believe that the sanctions that the United States has applied are working. It is evident that the people in Iran are increasingly willing to take to the streets and to demonstrate their displeasure at having to live under this corrupt regime, savage regime that tortures and maims and executes people summarily without any due process and for no good reason other than the fact they're a threat to the regime. The United States, I think, has a chance in this administration to do the right thing once again, something that we've always tried to do in our history, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. We have a chance to do the right thing. We have a chance to maintain the sanctions. We have a chance to understand that this regime can never be trusted. They are going to pursue the development of nuclear weapons. They are going to continue to be the world's largest exporter of terror. They're going to continue to rule savagely over their own people. It'll be a system that has no rule of law, no fairness, no equality, no justice. And this will happen regardless of what we do, and for a period of time until the people of Iran decide that they've had enough, and they rise up and they cause the regime to leave or be toppled, one or the other. But that day is coming, and that will be a glorious day for the people of Iran, actually for the people of the world, because once again, the huge Iranian human potential will be unleashed. Its creativity, its intelligence, its science, its history shows that this country can be a fabulous, free society living under democratic values as expounded upon by Madame Rajavi, who has proven to be an exceptional leader of an exceptional people. We owe her and the people of the NCRI our total support. We owe her the belief that the better days for Iran are coming, and coming very soon. And we owe her our respect and admiration for the bravery that she has consistently shown over the last several years and will continue to show into the future. May the people of Iran rejoice in the belief that better days are coming, that freedom will be theirs, and that the United States will back them in every possible way to see to it that that day comes sooner rather than later. Thank you very much for listening to me.